Hey guys, Joe Grafeman here with the Squincher Outdoors team. And today is Friday, and that means it's another Friday fishing report. And we're on Lake of the Ozarks today, and we're going to show you guys how to look for brush piles, and it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of effort. So as you can see, I have two depth finders here. I have a Lowrance HGS7 and a Humminbird 998C. And these are very crucial to finding brush piles, but that's not the depth finder that you necessarily need. You can use any depth finder that you have at your fingertips, and it's very easy to locate brush piles with these units. One of the easy ways with a lot of people that find brush piles without depth finders is they look for rod holders off of docks, and whichever way the rod holder is pointing, that's normally where the brush pile is going to be sitting at. And another easy way is to look for a bass boat on a dock. A lot of the times when you have these docks with bass boats, it's a fisherman. So they sink a lot of brush piles because they like to crappie fish and fish off their dock. So those are the standard ways to look for brush piles, which is great, but you'll be able to find a lot more with your depth finders here. We're going to show you how to do that today. So starting off simple, we're going to start and show you guys the 2D sonar. That's traditional sonar, and this is what a lot of people use. And later, getting into the episode, we're going to show you the side scan and down scan and what the features are of that. So the original 2D sonar, it goes down in the water column, it goes down in a cone, and it touches the bottom and receives back up to the boat. So whatever you're seeing on your sonar, your 2D sonar, is directly below the boat. So you want to get close to the fronts of these docks and idle down and look for those brush piles. That's one of the ways that I use my 2D sonar here. Another way to find brush piles is I go to my structure scan, I go to structure, and now I have it on side scan. So what this is doing is it's showing you what's to each side of the boat. So it goes down first and then out. So it's showing you exactly what's on each side of your boat, all the way up to 360 feet. And right now, the perfect setting that I have it on is about 100 feet to each side of the boat. And when I'm idling around docks, I can also change it to the right or left side of the screen to show you what's out to the right side or the left side, and that's simply going to your settings and you can change it that way. And the other option here that you have is your down scan. This is a great way to find brush. So we're gonna go ahead and idle down these row of docks here and show you what to look for. So as we're idling down this row of docks, the docks are to the right of me, so I'm going to look on the right side of my side scan. Idling down, and as you see, you got the walkway there, the brace that comes underwater, and there's a tree laying right down in there, and I know that that's right in between these docks. So I'm idling down further. As I get in front of this dock, I see some structure down there. There's a tree there. And then there's a fish on the bottom sitting right there in front of it. And that's to the right side of the boat, but it's almost directly underneath me. We switch back over to 2D sonar now, which is the original sonar here. And one of the very key features about this is you can idle at a faster speed and you can still look down and it shows what you're seeing in real time. So that's why I like the sonar, the regular 2D, is because you can idle faster and still know what you're looking at. Allows you to cover a lot more water quicker, and like we said earlier in the video, time is money. Okay guys, so we just found a brush pile. We're going to show you what it looks like on 2D sonar. As you see, we're coming up on a high spot, and right here, right where my cursor is, that's a big brush pile that sits off the bottom. It's about 2 feet off the bottom, because as you see, the depth is about 10 feet on the bottom, and it tops off at about 8. And so that'd be a great spot to fish because it's coming up on a high spot and the brush pile is sitting right on it. And then right here, as you get on the drop off a little bit, that fish right there is sitting in about 14 feet of water. And so those are a couple fish there. We got one there, we got one there. And then we got a brush pile. So like I say, those fish are sitting around the brush piles, and this is what a brush pile will look on 2D sonar right here. So when you find a brush pile, if you have a GPS on your unit, you want to take your cursor and scroll right over to that, hit the waypoint button, and press enter. And then now we're going to go back to our chart. It's going to show you that the brush pile is right here. That's the blue dot, that's where your brush pile is, and that's where you want to go back and fish. So when you're out here fishing and finding brush piles when you're out in the water, you definitely want to be able to mark your brush piles to know where to come back to and fish it again. But if you don't have access to a GPS, then what you want to do is you first want to get the app on your smartphone called web app Navionics. That's a detailed lake map of all the lakes in the United States, and you're going to be able to mark brush piles and mark your coordinates on there. So that's the first thing you want to do if you don't have access to a GPS. But if you're out here and you have a real good unit, another option is to go on your map and you can scroll to where you want to go, hit the waypoint button, and that's going to leave a cursor and a blue dot right where you put your brush pile. So next time you're out in the water, you're going to be able to mark your brush piles and come back and catch fish.